Hello agents and welcome to another Division video. The Division General Assembly Legendary Solo Guide. One day ago I uploaded Madison Field Hospital Legendary Solo Guide and we all agreed that the game is full of bugs after the 1.8.2 update. Even though the General Assembly is a longer mission, actually it is one of the longest mission in whole game, and with all that bugs, I felt that this one is easier to finish than the Madison. I don't know why is that so, but without further ado, let's get to the gameplay. I will try to guide you step by step with every new wave of enemies and give you some useful tips during that time. Again, I am running my 5-piece tactician with the butted bulletproof vest, and only at the end of the mission I switch my secondary rifle for the big Alejandro, but more about that when we get there. Seekers and a sticky were only skills I was using till the very end when I needed to finish the hunter and the helicopter. So here we are. The first thing you wanna do is climb up here and wait for the healer to show up. It's all the same in legendary missions, you always wanna finish that healer first. You have to be careful and take care about the grenadiers first if you can, and don't stay at the cover at this position, just jump back in right after you hit with the sticky and throw your seeker, because instantly they will throwing nades at you and you don't wanna get hit by those. As I said, try to finish the grenadiers first and the rest of the guys are gonna be easy to finish. So that's basically it for the first part. It was a little bit sloppy from my side, but anyway I managed to finish this part pretty easy, even doesn't look like that. So these guys are not particularly hard. Almost during whole gameplay I was using sticky and seeker mines. I just need to use turret at the end for the hunter and for the chopper, but you will see. I don't know, somehow this is a little bit easier than the Madison, at least to me. Maybe because it's the second new legendary mission I played in this update, but it's really nothing that hard like I felt it was hard in the Madison. Okay, you have to be careful here on the bridge, or from your left side is always one or two shotgunners that are waiting for you. But basically you saw that this was nothing special. So we are moving to the next part and I'm just picking up my stuff, and you will see once we get there what you need to do. Come on man, go go go! Alright, now we are going downstairs, and again you will need to wait for the healer. If the healer doesn't show up, well, you can just start demolishing the NPCs. This part is also not particularly hard, so you wanna take cover here and try to wait for the healer if you have enough nerves, but I was kind of impatient, which didn't change the gameplay too much. It didn't prolong it. So you just pick one of those guys and hit them with the sticky, and the rest of them are going to kind of chase you, but you will go back in that small corridor just from the where we came in. I mean, you will see it's nothing really hard here, so hit them with the sticky and the seeker mines, and just watch as they are approaching. So just take another cover right here behind and try to do the best damage you can to these guys. They will not actually come up here, so you will be pretty much safe here almost all the time. You just have to be careful and try to avoid their grenades and seeker mines, whatever they're throwing at you. Healer just showed up and that was the end of his career. The rest of the guys are going to go pretty easy here. It's pretty straightforward. You will see through the whole gameplay there is a couple of places where you need to take caution, but most of the time the sticky and the seekers will do the job pretty quick. Only thing which I felt was a little bit harder in this gameplay was a hunter at the end. I was trying to test some things during that gameplay. I will tell you more about it when we come there, but so far so good. Now these guys are finished and now you can move forward, or you can stay just here at this cover. Throw the seeker mines, and once the NPCs are in the range of your sticky, you can destroy them with the sticky. After these guys, next wave of enemies is coming. There will be a couple of shotgunners, but as I said, you can progress here and be sure to have your seeker mine ready because of the shotgunners, because seekers are the best for them. One seeker can finish multiple shotgunners, so you just have to be patient and not panic at this position when they are trying to rush you. You will see that they all are going to die from one seeker mine. So we are moving forward. We are going to set up the explosives, and again you can use your turret here. It will last a little bit longer than with the sticky and with the seekers. It's going to be a little bit more safe if you are using turret, but I was impatient and I tried to finish all of these guys with the sticky and the seeker mines. Now these guys are coming out from this corner. You wanna hit them with the sticky, throw the seeker and get back to the cover. From this position you will be able to hit them again as soon as your skills are cooled, and be careful because you will have to avoid some grenades here. You saw that I shot my sticky and it was empty, I don't know, and the skill is on the cooldown. That thing happening pretty much every time I play legendaries. Did I press the buttons too fast, or I don't know, but it is kind of a problem. You're counting on that damage and your stick is just malfunctioning, which is happening again and again during the gameplay. You will see that it's like it's like empty shot. Now this one was good and that's basically it for this part. There is going to be another wave of enemies, but they are going down pretty quick. Okay, these guys are finished and we are moving forward. Now again in this part you are allowed to use your turret if you feel more safe that way, but as I said, I was trying to finish them without changing my skills almost at the end of the game, so I don't know, it's quicker, it's kind of easier to me to finish them because in this wave of enemies is going to be one healer and you are not going to do great damage to him with your turret. I mean, it's possible, but it lasts a little bit longer. So I was kind of staying in the cover and waiting for healer to show up, and once you did the healer, these guys are done. But there is a catch in this part of the mission. As soon as you finish the second wave of enemies, you will have to progress, you will have to move forward. In one place I will show you one small room, because once you finish the second wave of these enemies, the shotgunners are going to spawn in front of you and behind your back, and that is a problem. This is only tricky part in the general assembly, and when you finish this part you can consider the game is kind of over. This is probably the hardest part in the general assembly. You will see what I'm talking about. It happened to me that I stay here and expecting the enemy from the front. They did show up at front, but also at the back. So just be quick and enter this room, and now you can use a turret, but I suggest you use sticky, and as they're trying to approach you, you will annihilate them with the sticky bomb, and when you throw the seekers they are all going down. So that's it basically. We finished the healer from the second wave of enemies, and right now we are dealing only with the shotgunners, and they are easy targets, and we are almost, actually we are at the checkpoint. There are two checkpoints in this mission. I think this is the first one, and the second one is right before the chopper fight, so before the helicopter. Right here there is one sniper, and you want to get rid of him. He is most annoying enemy in this part of the game. This is the backyard of the UN, and the rest of the enemies you can finish with the seeker mines, but the sniper is most important, because if he is alive and he's watching and trying to hit you, you're not going to be able to peek out from this position and see where the rest of the enemies are. There are also grenadiers and one healer in this part of the mission, in this backyard, but you're going to be perfectly safe by standing here and just peeking out and checking out where the enemies are. Seekers are going to show that they are here on the left side, and just be patient and try to hit them with the sticky and seekers. So that's it basically. That's the backyard. There is also another catch in the backyard. You really want to turn on that turret. You will see in a short what I'm talking about, because once you enable turret, he is going to clear out the rest of the enemies just for you. Of course you are going to deal the damage too, but this is the crucial part for the backyard of the UN, or front yard, whatever that is. Huge area. You see the healer is hiding here, so we just hit them with the sticky, and just in case I throw the seeker mine to see where the rest of the enemies are. Nobody's here, so I'm just going all the way around here, and I will try to get to the turret switch as fast as I can. There is another sniper guy right here, and you want to deal with him first, and then just ran to that ramp. I almost died here because I was reckless. Maybe it's a better option if you wait and try to clear these guys first, but I was impatient and it just passed. So I'm right here. I turned on the turrets in the backyard, and they are going to annihilate the rest of the enemies, all along with my seeker mines and with my sticky. Nobody will rush you, because as I said, the damage coming from those turrets is devastating. So after you're here, two shield guys and one healer will show up, and of course you will deal with them, and that is going to be the backyard part. My bad aiming and problems with the sticky, which I was mentioning before, prolonged this part of the game a little bit, but never mind, you are perfectly safe once you get here at this position. After that we will go inside, and you will see how things are going in the building, inside the UN building. So that's it. We clear out the backyard and we are going into the building. I will pick up my stuff, and there is one position where you want to be. Once you enter, you want to be right here behind these flowers, whatever that is, cover. Put the sticky on the staircase. In this gameplay I had a bad timing, but you can really do some damage if your timing is better than mine in this part. But don't worry, I mean, seekers will do the job, and another sticky is ready, so you're just hitting multiple targets here, nothing particularly hard. I had a problem in this part. One enemy stayed alive. I didn't know where he was hiding. You see that the seekers are going somewhere inside. So I was cautious. I was just going step by step. Didn't know really where the guy is. He was actually in the room on the left side. You will see him right now. But not a big problem. Just another seeker mine will let us go through. And that's it. After the first checkpoint, if you don't want to deal with the hunter, you can kill yourself. You probably know that. It's the same in every legendary, but if you want to have fight with the hunter, then you just have to arrive without dying. So there is also a healer in this room. Once you hit the healer, this part is also kind of easy. So he's hiding somewhere in the back room. As soon as he showed up, the game over for him, and very soon for the rest of the enemies in this room. So just go back here at the staircase, and you can be patient and just wait for your seekers to cool down and destroy all of the enemies with your seeker. If you want, you can progress and take cover at these doors and deal with the enemies also with your sticky bomb. So, but that's it, probably. It's very easy part, so I don't know. The hardest part we already passed. Be careful, they can shoot you through this window, but only 2 enemies are now alive, and we are going to deal with them without any problems. So now I'm stacking up my tactician a little bit on his shield, so the next skill is going to be devastating. So that's it. Alright, we are going into the next room, which is on the balcony right here. You will see. Now you can sneak up and check out where the healer is. Be sure to use cover to cover, because these guys are very close. You're not able to see them right now, but don't get scared when you see actually where they are. Look at him. Right here. As soon as you finish him, go back inside, because these guys are really nasty. And this part of the game is also full of bugs, so just be careful here. Don't expose yourself too much to the enemy. You see those seekers? But basically that's it. Once the healer is down, you will deal pretty easy with the rest of the enemy. There are 2 waves here. As soon as we finish the first wave, another wave of the enemies are going to spawn, but the processes hold the same. You can also shoot the sticky through this glass, so that's a tip if you have a need to. And that's it. I mean, don't go up front until you are not sure that nobody can flank you. That was a miss. Bleeding is nasty, so you gotta be careful. I didn't want to use my medkits on purpose. I was trying to save them for the end game. Maybe I was living too dangerous in this part, but there's no need for this. I mean, and a second wave of enemies coming through these doors. You will see them. And just be sure you are having your sticky ready for them. They will constantly lift you out of cover with their grenade seekers and sticky bombs, but if you want, you can go back to the corridor and deal with them from their place. So I didn't want to go back, didn't want to retreat at this point. Maybe it was bad decision because my recovery link was popping all the time. But that's it basically. Now these guys are finished, and just watch the door if any of them are still alive, but they are done. If you time this perfectly, you can hit almost all the enemies of the second wave through if you hit these doors, but never mind. Okay, this is the one of the dangerous parts, because at this corridor before this room they can actually shoot you through the wall. I think you are going to see this in this gameplay. You will see right here they can shoot you through the wall. I think you will see that I'm taking damage through the wall, and I did die first time here with no reason at all. I just dropped on the floor, didn't know what actually hit me. You see the shield guy is left, you can see the shadow through the wall, and he's going to deal some damage. You see how he's shooting through the wall, and this is fucked up. I mean, this shouldn't happen, but it's happening. So be careful with this part, even though these enemies are not that hard, I mean, but be careful because of the game bugs. Once we finish the shield guy, we are already at the last room before the chopper fight, where the bosses and the hunter is. Alright, this is one tough shield guy, but that's it basically. I don't know guys, it seems to me that this is, I don't know why, way more easier than Madison. Okay, take your ammo and go into the next room, big conference room of the UN building. Now I couldn't find the healer, he was somewhere here, but if you are able to hit him, of course it's going to make your life easier, but this is also not too hard. You are seeing all enemies actually very good, and with a good aim you will finish them pretty quick. There are some shotgunners that will try to rush, but the seekers will do the job like before. Now the healer showed up, just waiting for my sticky to cool down, and I will try to hit him. I think I missed the first time, but the second time was direct hit, and that's it. After that the enemies will spawn on those balconies, and you see that these shotgunners are trying to rush, but be prepared for that. Okay, healer is almost finished, and that's it. You just have to be cool at this part. You don't need to panic here. When they're trying to rush, you just be cool and everything is going to be alright. Again, empty sticky shot. I mean, this is disaster, because I'll be already finished with this wave of enemies, but now I have to wait another cooldown, waste my seeker mines on this guy, and I didn't want it, but I tried to finish him with the assault rifle, so didn't want to waste my seekers because another wave of shotgunners is coming. You can wait them with the sticky on that door, and the rest of them will die from your seekers, so be careful. That was the reason why I finished the last guy with the assault rifle. I wanted to have both seekers and the sticky ready for those shotgunners that are coming out from these doors, which are down on the right side. So, and that's basically it. Even though they are on a balcony, your sticky, actually your seeker mines are going to reach them. Some of the guys will try to come down, but don't worry about it. Just wait the cooldowns of your skills and deal with these guys. So that's it. After this wave of enemies, the bosses are coming along with the hunter. So we are almost at 30 minutes of a gameplay. It is longer mission than Madison and every other legendary mission, so it is going to be a little bit longer video, but it is what it is. So I mean, this is the gameplay for everybody. I mean, as I said in my previous guide, you don't have to have like 2000 hours to be able to finish this mission solo, so you will need to try a couple of times to get a grip on it, and that's it. Okay, activate the laptop and go upstairs where the previous wave of enemies were. And there is one tip I will give you. Take a cover here, don't take a cover right here, because if you are a little bit in front, they can hit you. Once you are staying back here behind these flowers, whatever that is, you are going to be alright. Nobody is going to come upstairs, not even Hunter, so you are perfectly safe here, and you just have to be patient. Try to deal with the healer first, as always, and the rest of the enemies is going to go down very easy. So that's basically it. After that, when only hunters stay, we will have a little bit longer fight with the hunter. I was trying to test some things during this gameplay. I was using the Big Alejandro with competent, talented and unique Big Al talent, but I didn't find out that it's better than my assault rifle, which I was having in my previous legendary guide. In the Madison, I was having the assault rifle like the M4 with intense, competent and destructive. So Big Al is a great weapon for the last part, for a helicopter. If you don't have Big Alejandro, you can use any type of LMG with the talents competent, talented and ferocious in the third slot, which I believe it's better than destructive because our enemies are elite, and the competent and talented are only talents that are going to be active on 10,000 electronics build. So LMG is probably better option because got way more bullets than assault rifle. You will see once we get to the chopper. And I also having two Big Alejandros here, and I will equip them. I thought maybe I will do even more constant damage to the hunter with two LMGs, but actually it just disrupt my gameplay. I don't know how to explain you. The reload time of the Big Alejandro is kind of big, so if you're having both of them equipped, you will waste so many time on the reloading the guns. while with the assault rifle that is not the case, and I believe the AR is maybe better option for a hunter than the big Alejandro, even though the damage out of cover is awesome with big Al, as you probably know, but I feel more comfortable with the assault rifle. But in this gameplay which you are going to see, I was using big Alejandro. Okay, this guy is resilient and he just don't wanna die, but he will go down eventually. My aiming was pretty bad. I had some empty sticky shots. Don't know, is this up to game or my PC or keyboard, whatever, I don't know why is that happening, but this guy is constantly moving left and right, so it's a little bit harder to hit. But I mean, the most important thing here is you are not in a danger if you don't make a huge mistake. Hunter will not rush you, these guys are not going to rush you, so you have all the time in the world to play with them and finish them with your skills. So that's basically it about this part. Oh my god, this guy just don't want to go away. And now the Mr. Hunter. You can try to hit him from here, but maybe better way is to go downstairs. I was trying at first to finish him with the sticky and the seekers. I was just testing it out, how much time will actually pass and if I'm able to finish him with the sticky and the seekers, but as you can see, it's very little damage that he's receiving with the sticky and with the seekers. So, but I think it's possible because Amherst apartment I did with the sticky and seekers, though it was a PTS, but never mind. After this I switched my primary and secondary rifles. Now I am equipping my LVOAC with Ferocious, Destructive and Determined, but it's also not a... it's a low gear score assault rifle, so I thought maybe damage from the seekers and the sticky will be bigger because of the Ferocious and Destructive, but it was not enough to finish the hunter with the seeker and the sticky solely. So I will have to switch my skills, take my flashbang sticky and the turret and get down and finish the fucker. So I was just trying to see is it possible to finish him with the ordinary skills. Another empty sticky bomb, so now it was time to equip the big Alejandros. I'm having two of them with the same talents. One is fully optimized, one is not. But as I said, I think I will be better off with the assault rifle I was using in the previous video. And the process is all the same. You wanna deal constant damage on the hunter with the turret, and you wanna flashbang sticky him. Once you are flashbang him, he is out of cover and you are able to deal the damage. Again, the big Alejandro is not that accurate as the assault rifle, and to proc that third talent you really need to be in the cover. So this fight is gonna take a while, but right after we finish this guy, the last part of the mission is the chopper. So maybe you're a little bit too far away from here, so I'm just going down and I will try to finish the hunter from the closer range, shorter range. This guy is a little bit more tough than the one in the Madison. That's how I felt about it. Maybe I go a little bit too up front. Maybe better option will be to stay in that corridor where I was just a second ago. But I try to be as close as I can to the hunter in order to deal the more damage to him. Okay, the damage is nice from the big Alejandro, but as I said, constant reloading of the two LMGs, I don't know, I felt it's too much time. And now I throw my turret on the place from where he cannot be hit. Another mistake. And finally he is down. Maybe I should do that right from the start when only Hunter left, but I wanted to try out some things, and that's basically it. Now we are heading to the backyard of the young building and we will confront the chopper and the last NPCs. So once I clear out my stuff in this room, we are going to the backyard. Alright guys, I pick up all my stuff in this room. I cut the video a little bit while I was deconstructing the items, and right now I'm going to change my skills on the turret and the seeker mines. And this is going to be enough for the rest of the game. So basically we are going out right now and we are going to deal with the chopper, with the helicopter. I did die a couple of times here, but you don't have to worry about it, because at this point you are at the checkpoint, and if you die you are going to spawn right here again, and you will have another chance to finish up the chopper. So, how to finish the chopper in general assembly? I'm having my primary rifle, low gear score assault rifle, and the secondary weapon is Big Alejandro with competent, talented and unique talent of the Big Al. When you come down from the stairs, you want to go left on this platform. I was trying to do the chopper from the bottom, running around the backyard, but it was not a good option. So this is probably the best place where you want to be. From here you can see the chopper very easy. He's close, he's basically in your face, and I was trying also with two big owls, but as I said, it was not practical to me, so I decided to go only with one big Alejandro. So you have to be in a cover, and the first part, taking out the armor of the chopper, is not that hard, but once you take down the armor of the helicopter, he's going to start to throwing nades. Actually, he will try to destroy you with grenades, so you gotta be careful. You will need to constantly avoid his attacks, but there are also NPCs which are down there, so once you are pretty close to finishing the chopper, another wave of NPCs will spawn, and you gotta be careful because they are going to come upstairs here. So to prevent that, you can place your turret somewhere here. You will see where I put the turret right here, just in case if they are start to rush, I will have enough time to finish them with my seeker mines and my turret. So what you need to do is deal the damage to the chopper, avoid his attacks, and throw the seeker mines down there all the time in order to prevent the NPCs to come upstairs. So in this part of the game, they didn't show up really, they didn't come up, they were hiding below, and that's basically everything. This is the end of the mission, and as soon as you are done with the chopper, the game is over and you only have to eliminate the LMB guys which are left. So now, right now, as I said, they are hiding. I just put my turret here just in case, so they don't come upstairs, and I was throwing my seekers. Actually, one of those guys stayed inside. I have to look out for him, but that's basically it. It's not really hard. I mean, if you're having a nice LMG, doesn't have to be big all, as I said earlier, you will be fine, but you just need to take down the chopper and constantly throwing seeker mines and turret, have a ready turret for the NPCs, and that's it. That's the end of the mission. If you like this video, guys, drop a like, comment or subscribe if you are new to the channel. The General Assembly Legendary Solo is finished, and I will see you guys in my next video. Enjoy in the rest of the gameplay.